after we didn't see at the beginning of practice? Was that one of those kind of routine rest days at the beginning of a week? Or?
I mean, we're working through some things, just trying to do everything possible to get ready, get ready for each game. So.
How'd you feel coming out of the last
one? Always after a game, it's kind of hard to tell. Adrenaline's still going, all those good things. Still early in the week right now, so just working to be out there Thursday, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
It sounded right to me.
Today's Sunday, right?
No one knows what day it is.
Sunday is Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday, right. Be out there Thursday.
Terron, what's the temperament in that locker room? Because there hasn't been long losing streaks like this around here in a few years. What is that kind of approach and that temperament in the locker room right now?
Just got to get back to ourselves, really. Get back to having fun, bringing that energy. That's really the biggest difference. Getting this bad vibe, that bad energy, that losing brains, getting that out of the system, out of our environment. So that's really it. That's the message. Bring the energy back. Bring the the love, the passion, all those good things. A lot of positive things come from that.
Do you feel that you're almost challenged trying to figure out how to kind of fix the offense in a way and trying to get the whole unit going in a sense of direction? Do you feel like that's the challenge right now? And do you feel like almost Sean has kind of, in a sense, put that challenge to you guys to do that?
I mean, no other choice. No other choice. You got to score points to win games. So it's no secret. Offense struggling. We've been having our challenges and complications, but if we want to do anything, we gotta fix that. Got to change that. So. Like I said, it's no secret. Needs to improve in a lot of different areas. As far as putting points on the board, not a position group. It's just we got to collectively execute to put points on the board.
Ron, I know it's hard to lump the offensive line together, especially since I think you've had probably 4 different lineups in those 4 weeks. But where do you guys put your responsibility in sort of the slow starts and since you guys are mostly a veteran group among the.
I mean, we look to take the responsibility of it all. Honestly, we try to go in and impose our will, establish a run game. It's hard to get off as a game plan going. You can't get some sense of run game, So that's challenging. That makes it really hard on the offense. So it's on us to be able to produce, open lanes, make plays. O-line got to start making plays.
Why do you think that hasn't been what we're accustomed to seeing, I guess, especially in the run game?
I mean, it's a collection of things. We just got to be better, to narrow it down to a simple answer. We got to be better. I think we've done a lot better job communicating as the season has progressed. But I think we can do more from an offensive line standpoint, creating opportunities for big plays.
Drew mentioned on the broadcast that he thinks he's not seeing the rhythm he's used to seeing, and he mentioned that part of that could be because of the adjustment to the center, the lineman calling out, some of the things that they didn't used to. I mean, does that take some adjusting to more than we'd realize, I guess?
It's different. I think Eric McCoy has done an exceptional job taking on that responsibility, which is it's a big added responsibility that he's implemented into his game. It's different, man. The tempo is different, the rhythm's different, but we can't allow it to be noticeable or be a negative to what we're trying to do. I think the tempo wasn't the problem. I think we lined up, got our play call, and went rolling. Execution just got to be a lot better, a lot more sharp.
Terron, did I hear you right when you were saying you guys are trying to have like a more positive outlook, positive mindset?
No, we're not sugarcoating nothing.
Yeah.
No, not at all. I think we got to bring our energy back, that compassion, that that element of the game that you can't mimic. Like you got to go out there and make it, create that momentum. We're trying to bring that back. We're not trying to spin anything as a positive. No.
Yeah. Okay. But I guess the other way of looking at that is not letting things get too negative when you're in a losing streak.
Yeah. I mean, that does nothing for you, Yeah. If we finger point or just get down on ourselves, and I mean, what we doing? This is our job. We got to come to work every day and put our best foot forward, be productive. It's never a situation, not here, never a situation where it's okay or it's acceptable to lose or to be down. I mean, it's the NFL, and we're still in everything, at this point, at this juncture of the season, we're still in everything, despite a 4-game losing streak.
Just you guys have been dealing with so many injuries. I know you guys aren't using that as an excuse, but just as somebody who's had to miss some time during this streak, how hard is that? Just was that for you personally? Just sitting there and having to watch while it's...
Yeah. I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough. I always want to be out there helping the guys, going through it with your brothers for sure. And then sense of urgency, you see more guys go down. You see, so that sense of urgency is trying to do everything possible to get back. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. But you gotta try to make sure that everybody that is returning is healthy enough to play, functional, can go out there and be productive. Don't want to throw anybody out there too soon.
What is it like, just for someone who has your perspective, almost 10 seasons now in the NFL, and in this offense, and you've seen it function at such an extremely high level, and then when you sit down on Friday or whenever, was it Friday that you watched it?
Yep.
What is it like to just sit there with the perspective you have and what you've seen, and what you've experienced before, relative to what you've experienced before?
Yeah. Wasn't pretty from a result standpoint. Like you can turn on the film and you see a lot of things done well. You see some block fronts done well. You see receivers getting open. You see quarterbacks making good throws. You see some things done well. But collectively, we didn't put enough together, string plays together, put drives together. So it's hard to watch and look at spotty situations like this was done extremely well, but the next play, not so much. So definitely challenging from being in the offense that we've been explosive and had a ton of success. But here we are right now. We got to figure out a way right now to have this offense going and being productive.
It's like kind of a fair way to describe where some of this stuff has gone wrong, where it's like, a loss on first down leads to y'all being behind the sticks, which leads to third down numbers being off, which leads to, do you see all this stuff kind of like tied together?
Oh, for sure. For sure, yeah. It's not about you get the negative plays, self-inflicted plays, penalties, those things. It's a recipe for bad offense. So even when you're doing so many good things well, marching down the field, if you go down and turn the ball over, it's for nothing.
How frustrating is it knowing that y'all are better than that and having those mistakes crop up at inopportune times?
Got to correct them every day, and it can start to sound cliche. We got to be better, but that's literally the only thing you can do. You got to come to work without being sensitive or be coachable, be honest with the fact that we got to improve in a lot of areas. And not to say, like I said, we've done a lot of things well, just collectively, and to be that machine that we need to be to try to make any type of push, it has to improve.
I heard you bring up the fact that y'all aren't out of it, right?
No, not at all.
Is this different than some of the situations the last couple of years where you're actually like checking out the landscape and?
Yeah. I mean the point of view is different.
Yeah.
The last few years we've been sitting, floating 1 or 2 seed, kind of like the whole year. So the point of view is different, but the end result is the same. We all get into sudden death, and you get into January, February. So it don't really matter where you play, who you play. We've been number 1 seed, 2 seed, first round exit, or we also been NFC Championship, Super Bowl, all those good things. So once you get into that tournament, anything. So we just got to make sure we're ready for the tournament, though, not just sneak in or have some teams lose. No, none of that. We got to, put ourselves where we belong.
Does that extra seed and the extra week help at all with that? Just in the fact that I have more chances to correct this.
I don't necessarily look at the numbers or play the elimination game. We got to focus on Thursday. Really, that's a big one. It's a big one. Dallas is a really good team. Playing well. So get that one, and then we can see what goes. What's happening after that?
Is it a learning process for you guys on the line, just as far as how a quarterback navigates the pocket, knowing when they're going to climb or drop or things like that?
Every quarterback is different. Their comfort, where they like to throw the ball, movement in the pocket, feel for the pocket is all different. So just getting more comfortable, more snaps with with the guys back there. But ultimately, our job is to protect. You know, so regardless of where he is, I mean, my job is to keep anybody off of him. You know, so that's just nature of the game.
How much different has that been? Because like with Drew, it's kind of like you could set a clock to him, and he always did everything kind of the same way.
Yeah, I mean, I played with Drew for 8 years, so I knew exactly where Drew would be, depending on the snap. So you know, it's different from Drew to Teddy to Jameis, Taysom, Trev. It's always been one game with Luke McCown. It's always been different. So.
Anything kind of in particular stand out about Parsons, their rookie?
He's an athlete.
Player, I guess. Yeah, I don't really
Athlete,
know.
man. He's an athlete. You can see that the guy. He's really having fun. Enjoy the game. Elite change of direction. So he's somebody that's been disruptive for them, been productive for them. Definitely a guy we got to watch.